This is Dr. Wayne Haid on the 13th of May, 2025. And today I'm very distraught and disappointed and frankly pissed by certain things that took place in the police service yesterday, the 12th of May, which in my opinion has lowered or further lowered the police service in the esteem of members of the public, including people like myself. What happened? Well, Police Commissioner Erla Christopher, together with a member or members of her legal team, went into police headquarters yesterday to the commissioner's office and virtually took over the office because the commissioner of police, the acting commissioner, Junior Benjamin, left the office after doing some sort of handover to Miss Christopher, including hand over the keys to the office. Now, Miss Christopher was on suspension, and the court ordered that she should be reinstated, but it does not happen automatically. It has to go to the Police Service Commission, who will do a letter reinstating her into the former position or into, I don't know, deciding something else that they have the power to do. And also another letter informing Junior Benjamin that he is no longer acting commissioner. That did not happen. And how did I know that? Because Miss Erla Christopher herself told the media when asked, did you receive a letter? No, I haven't received any letter. I don't know if it's in the office. That is an admission. And in my opinion, what happened there was a breach of the rules. It set a dangerous precedent where anyone in the police service can basically conduct what I would call an administrative coup. Because you have someone who is not yet authorized by law to take a position, taking the keys from someone who is so authorized, who gives it up voluntarily or otherwise. I don't know. I have to assume it's voluntarily. So in that instance, when that happens, we went from the position of having two commissioners to having none. It created what is called a lacuna in law. And why did that happen? Mr. Benjamin, who is an attorney at law, a very intelligent man, ought to have known that no one could come in and relieve him of duty without he being privy to the official documents from the authority that is supposed to give it, the Police Service Commission, and not just accept the word of Miss Christopher or of her esteemed attorney. So why did he give up his office and basically let Miss Christopher take over? Now, that is a serious, serious thing there. And I understand it took the Honorable Minister of Homeland Security, on being informed, to call and have the situation sort of to make the best of a bad situation, for her to hand back the keys to Mr. Benjamin and let the man do his job. Now, I want to take this scenario and put it in a police station between two lower level officers. Let's suppose someone who was on suspension for an offense and the case is dismissed, and they come back to the station and tell the man who had relieved them in charge of the keys and the armory and the property and everything, and say, my case finished yesterday, and the judge said I should be reinstated, and therefore you have to hand over to me now. And the officer, hearing that, hands the keys to this man, and he leaves. And let's suppose something goes wrong, something goes missing, or otherwise. What do you think would happen? Those two police officers would be for the high jump, as we say in the police service. So why is there any difference with this scenario here? In my opinion, Ms. Erla Christopher, by her actions, committed an act of ill discipline because she knew that she was not yet authorized by the Police Service Commission to do what she did. I don't care if you hear something on the telephone. I don't care if you hear that somebody doing it. What has to happen, you have to have the authorization in hand. And that action is likely to bring the police service into disrepute. And in my opinion, she should be charged for a disciplinary offense if she remains in the service. But I think it's a further strike against her remaining or being extended in office, because that in itself sets a very bad precedent where the staff is scampering, nobody knows what to do, and the commissioner has to hand over the keys and walk out like a little boy. That's not good. Now, what does it say about Mr. Benjamin and his leadership? He's both an attorney at law and a pastor. But when it comes to the rough and tumble of police issues, sometimes it is better to know more from the law book than in the Bible. And I would like to hear from him why he took that action or inaction. Because had it been me or many other police officers that I know, both present and past, would have said to the commissioner, in common courtesy, madam, you can wait. Your attorney at law is not authorized to be here. Therefore, please escort her out of police headquarters. Let her wait downstairs while I address this matter. Madam Commissioner, could you please allow me the privacy of the office whilst you wait outside in one of the waiting rooms? And I call the minister, I call someone for the Police Service Commission, I call other police officers who can advise me and get to the bottom of this. Not for the commissioner to leave his office and go and bunk somewhere else whilst the person who is not yet authorized is sitting in the seat. Ay. Something is wrong. And action has to be taken. I don't know if this weakens Mr. Benjamin's case to become the substantive police commissioner, but I don't think it helps. But I want to see what the Police Service Commission is going to do in this instance here. It will be a travesty, in my opinion, if they don't charge Ms. Christopher for a disciplinary offense, or just let her ride out into the sunset and take action to ensure that this lacuna does not happen again. We dodged a bullet. Figuratively, of course. This is Wayne Hade, the Watchman.